guys, and welcome to Knit Grid. Today we're going to be working on this really cute scalloped edge dishcloth, and it's a crochet tutorial for how to make a dishcloth, which you don't see as many of these out there. I personally have always preferred knit dishcloths over crochet dishcloths. I've done some other patterns where I just use the end product and it's soppy and it's weird and they're thick and they always come out kind of wonky, but with this scalloped edge dishcloth, I love how scrubby it turns out with these amazing single crochets to double crochets. See all these little bumps? Those are all the double crochets, so you can see it alternating in how we work our pattern. And it actually looks really cute too with the scalloped edge, and it absorbs a lot more than most crochet patterns I've ever come across. One of my best pattern videos on YouTube is my lace edge garter stitch knit video, and I figured it was a long time due since I just put a bunch of my crochet videos up that I should probably do a really cute basic dishcloth video on how to make a crochet dishcloth video. And at the end you'll see that we can make a cute little scrubby too, as wonky as it turned out. So alright, let's get started. For this project you will need worsted weight cotton yarn and a size I or 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. I'm using a Susan Bates crochet hook. Alright, let's get started. So to start, I'm going to take the tail of my yarn that I want to use for my center. So see here, I used two different colors, one for my border scalloped edge and one for the main color right here. I'm going to make this my main color, and then this is going to be my border edge, which will be cute. First, I need to get my center out. Here, you're going to want to know how to make a magical ring. I have a tutorial for that in a previous video. If you want to go try to find that, I'll link it down in the description. Once you make your magical ring, you're going to want to chain 23 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So you have a nice long chain there, which is really cute looking. I love the colors in this. And the next step you're going to want to do is you're going to want to skip the first chain on your hook here, so this hook, and you're going to want to single crochet into the next stitch. So we skipped one, and now we're going to skip and do a single crochet. And then once your single crochet is done, you're going to want to do a double crochet. And you're going to want to single crochet, double crochet until you get back to your magical ring chain down here. So you keep going all the way down. So that is a single crochet for my next one. And then double crochet in the one after that. So you're basically working in even numbers after all that's said and done. Need to give myself a long tail. So single crochet and double crochet. And you're going to want to do this all the way until the end. And it can be tricky sometimes because my chains are a little bit wonky. But the end product is super cute. So it's a repetition of single crochet, double crochet 11 times because you cast on 23 stitches. And then you're going to do that for 11 times because you skipped your first, so it's an even repetition then. This is a really easy base pattern. It's actually super easy. So you do your double crochet. And you should end on a double crochet. I'm really close. See how quick this is. And I'm close to being done. See how quick that is. I don't know. And I lost my stitch. There it is. Yay! And there we go. One single crochet. I'm on my last two. I almost split the yarn there. And then my last one is right there. So here I'm going to put a double crochet in my last stitch. And now that we're here, this is the tricky part. This is what you should have right now. And then you're going to chain one So I chained 1, and now I'm gonna turn my work and start doing the exact same thing. I go into where my double crochet was in the last row, my very last double crochet, and I put a single crochet inside that, and then a double crochet there. And we're basically just gonna keep doing this until we have it the length that we want it. So you keep going around and around. So here you do single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, all the way to the end, and then you chain 1, flip your work, single crochet, double crochet, all the way to the end, flip, chain and a flip, and keep doing it back and forth until it's the length that you want. And I try to make it as square as possible, so I will measure here, which is about 8 inches in width, until it is 8 inches in length the other way. So I'm gonna get that to the length that I want it, and then I'll show you how to do the scalloped edge. Super easy, great starter project. They come out super cute, and you can make way awesome like matching sets. So like here I did 3 different ones, and they all match, and they're super cute. And I'm actually going to be giving these to a friend who has a kitchen with this color scheme in it. So I made 3, but I alternated the colors so that they all would match in their own way. Alright, so I'm going to finish doing my single crochet, double crochet until I get to the 8 inches long that I want. You want to make sure that you do a chain, because that chain is going to help you when you're doing your scalloped edge. So don't forget, when you turn, before you turn, you need to do your chain. And then repeat going around, and it goes back and forth and creates this awesome, the double crochet creates this awesome like scrubby texture. Alright, see you when that is all done. So now we've gone back and forth for 18 rounds, as it turns out. It may take longer for you, it might take shorter for you, it depends on how you crochet and the width of your crochets. I did my single crochet, double crochet all the way down here, and then I chained and turned all the way until I got to a nice square shape. I probably could go 1 or 2 more rounds and have it be fine, but this is pretty good. So next, you're going to want to find, this is where you ended, and this is where my tail is. I'm gonna go back to the beginning of that row. I'm going to pick up my secondary color that I'm using, which is, in this case, is a really pretty blue, which matches the blue inside of here. I like to leave long tails, but that's just me. And here, I like to attach with a slip stitch. Next, you're going to want to put 3 single crochet, and I like to work my yarn in with what I'm doing so that it hides my tail. I'm going to put 3 single crochet in that first stitch. 3 right here. And then you're going to want to put 1 single crochet in every single stitch until you get to your corner. When you get to your corner here, you're going to want to put 5 single crochet, and you're going to single crochet 21 stitches. This is what's going to end up, is you're going to end up crocheting single crochet 21 across here, and then you're going to take your 5 single crochet here, 21, 5 single crochet, 21, 5 single crochet, 21, and then because I only put 3 stitches here, I put 2 at the end, and then I slip stitch back to my first. So here I work with my tail in, and I'm going to put my single crochet in each stitch. Oops. Everybody makes mistakes. There we go. It's hard to do this with a camera right in front of your face too. Single crochet. So I'm currently at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like to pull my tail to make it so that it's all the way through. 6. 7, 8. Man, I'm pretty sure I'm on 9 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm on 10 now. 11. 12. 13. Making sure to keep my tail taut. 14. And sometimes I'll even pull it even more so that it like bends like this. This way I can kind of, instead of having to cut it afterwards, I can just pull it really taut and then it's in there and you don't have to cut anything. So it's the entire tail. So now that I've reached here, I know my tail is shorter than that, so I'm just going to, because I pulled it really tight there, I'm going to pull my stitches back, and there goes my tail. He's somewhere in there now. So I've got one more stitch. It's a harder one because this is where you cast off basically. And here is kind of a corner stitch right there, and you're going to want to put 5 single crochet within that first stitch there. So 1 in the same stitch, 2 in the same stitch, which can get difficult towards the 5th one. So 4. Ooh, there it is. Yay! And I try to keep my tail in the work with that as well. And then get it in. There you go. 5. So now this one's a little bit trickier. So you want to get 21 stitches along here. And how I do that is I go along. You might have to fudge some parts, but basically I try to count as I go and work along the chaining row. So here you'll see wherever you twist with your chain, right around there, and that's what I try to insert it into every time. I only did 18 rounds, so that's not going to come out to exactly 21, so I might put one where I think it looks a little bit more spaced out than not while I'm counting along the way. But basically, along this round, you want to get 21 stitches. And when you're done with that, then in the corner you put 5 single crochet. You do the same with your first chaining round, and then you do the same here, and I'll show you how to finish this corner when I get done with all of that. So, see you when these edges are done for our round 1 of our edging. Okay, so we have worked our 21 single crochet all along our edging here, and we did our 5 single crochet in all of our corners for each one. Focus in, there we go. And now we're going to want to go into our very first slip stitch where we put our original 3 single crochet, and we're going to single crochet 2. 1 and 2. Next, you're going to slip stitch into the very first single crochet of your 3 single crochet bunch and chain 2, because now you're on round 2. Next, you're going to double crochet, 3 double crochet in that same stitch. So 1, 2, and 3. Next, so you got your 3 double crochet here, you're going to skip these next 2. So the next 2 stitches that were in your 3 single crochet, you're going to skip them, and you're going to single crochet into the very first single crochet of your 21 crochet start. Then you're going to 5 double crochet in the next stitch. Single crochet 1, skip. So this is basically the repetition that we're going to do. So as soon as I put 5 double crochet and create our scallop edge, so that's 2. Oops, overlapped them. 3, 4, and 5, we're going to single crochet into the next stitch. So we single crochet into the next stitch, and then we skip the stitch after that. Only 1 stitch. In the beginning is the only time that we skip 2. That's just because it's a corner, so we want to be able to differentiate that as a corner. So next, after you skip this, you're going to put 5 single crochet into the next stitch. So not this stitch, but the next one. And you're gonna keep doing that until you get to your edge, and then I'll show you what to do there. Two, three, and it's essentially do the same repetition. The only time that you really stop, so this is my 5th, I believe. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we single crochet, and then we skip. So we're going to keep doing that basically the entire time. We're going to do our 5 double crochet, single crochet in the next stitch, skip, 5 double crochet, single crochet in the next one, skip, and we're going to do that all the way around, even including our edge. And because we did 21, our edges, the very middle one, so you have 1, 2, middle, 1, 2, because you've got 5 single crochets in this corner, it should end up with a 5 scallop right on that middle stitch every time with your corners. So here you'll do 1, 2, and then it should end up here, and then it'll keep going around and around and around until you get back to the beginning where you finish off your edging with a scallop, because you only have half a scallop there basically. So let me do this one more time just for good measure. So we 5 double crocheted, single crochet, skip this stitch right here. So we're going to skip that one and then do a double crochet cluster, so 5 double crochets inside that next one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I crochet quite quickly, but I'm assuming you know how to double crochet and single crochet if you've gotten this far. And then you single crochet in the next, and then you skip the next stitch, and I'll get all the way to the edge and then show you how that edge is supposed to turn out. So basically we're just keeping with this clustering here. So we 5 double crochet, single crochet, skip, 5 double crochet, single crochet, skip. And if you need any help with this, we do, keep in mind, have a written pattern of this as well, which is up on our Ravelry page, as well as our Craftsy page if you prefer our Craftsy page. So skipping one and then going into the next with another cluster. And when I get to my edge, I'll show you how to do that. Be right back. Okay, so now that I've done all of the edges, I now want to double crochet 2 back inside of my first 3 double crochet cluster. So I'm going to complete my 5 double crochet cluster right here. 2, and then all you need to do is slip stitch right into your very first double crochet, and I do a chain just to close it off, and then I'm going to just use my scissors and cut my tail, pull it nice and tight, and then I will actually work my tail inside of my rows here really deep so that it can be hidden and I can reuse these. So my next step, this is all done. I'm actually going to see how many of these dishcloths I can make alternating with this cotton. I imagine I can make at least 3. I'm hoping 4 if I can work it right. And I grabbed this over at Hobby Lobby actually. They were 40% off, so I'm pretty excited. I noticed with this yarn though that this specific one would split a lot more than a lot of other cottons that I would use. So I probably would use Hobby Lobby's I Love This Cotton before I use this again. I just really liked the color schemes that came with these yarn balls. So we'll see. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go see how many of these I can make out of these 2 skeins, out of the skein that is like this and the skein that's like this, so that you can know exactly if you're using the Crafter's Secret, which is, let me see how many. It's 2.5 ounces and 120 yards, and 71 grams and 109 meters if you're European and not American like I am. It's 100% cotton, which I really like. I definitely would suggest you use cotton when you're making dishcloths. What I really love about this is that it's oddly absorbent. That's always been my biggest pet peeve with crocheting dishcloths, I always like to knit them way more, which is why my first dishcloth video was a knit one. These work oddly well. They're great for dishes, they're great for if you just want to have them in the bath. They're awesome. They work for both, and they absorb a lot more than the typical dishcloth, which is something that I appreciate. So I'll be right back and I'll show you how many of these that I can make out of those 2 skeins. So I finished my second dishcloth, and I'm not even sure if I have enough for a third dishcloth. So I vastly overestimated how much I would be able to make, and I always forget how much more yarn you use when you're crocheting versus when you're knitting, which is where I think my overestimation came from. So I'm gonna see if I can even make a third. I'm gonna use this bluish color as a base like I did on my second one, and then use this as the scalloped edge, which is what I wound up doing here, and it actually looks pretty cute. So I'm gonna make a third one and see how that goes, if I can even make one. If not, if I have any extra, I'm probably gonna make some scrubbies, which I'll link down in the description below for our tutorial on how to do that. Be right back. Okay, so the amount I was actually able to make was 3 dishcloths using those 2 skeins. And this color, this like variegated color, only had 97 yards, whereas this blue color had 120 yards in its skein. So that's why I was able to actually get just a tad bit more and make a very uneven, not quite completely done scrubby that I've done in a previous video before, and I will link that down below. If you end up with a little bit more than me, you probably can get 1 or 2 of these, depending on how tight you knit, out of your little extra remnants, so that it's not just something that goes to die in your remnant basket. To give you an idea of how much I had left after finishing my border with my variegated, there was this much yarn, like such a small amount of yarn that I was able to get it done with. So this was definitely, you can get 3, you're not going to be able to get more than 3, I don't think, out of 2 skeins that have 120 yards and 97 yards. So about a little over 200 yards will get you 3 dishcloths, depending on how you do your colors and your everything. So a little over 200 will get you 3, plus a nice little wonky scrubby. That's pretty cool. I got really close to the start, but you'll see I actually chained off here, and this is where I would have been had I gotten it all the way done up here. I should have ended it there, but I didn't have enough yarn. So this is what you'll get, and this is what I got with those 2 skeins of cotton from Hobby Lobby, mind you. So this is a cute, fun, quick project that gets you a nice, awesome set of dishcloths. Alright, if you like this video, be sure to hit like and subscribe to our channel. We're going to be posting a lot more in the next coming months because I actually have time off now, and I'm pretty excited about being able to make more videos. I've been working 60 hours a week during the winter so that I can get, through the winter months, and it's just been kind of crazy. So coming up, we are going to be doing some Eevee evolutions, hopefully. We're also going to be finishing up our 5 Nights at Freddy's characters. We still need to make Bonnie, and we still need to make Chica. And I've got most of those done. I actually have the pattern done for Bonnie, but I never actually uploaded it. So if you want to see that, or you want to test knit that, post down in the below so that we can get an idea of whether or not people want that uploaded to Ravelry before too soon. Alright, until next time, guys.